Welcome to Wines du Jour. We're here in a place known as the Tivoli Gardens in Las Vegas, and more specifically, we're at the Laredo Cantina. It is unbelievable Mexican food. If you like Mexican food, you need to come here. It's very, very good. Now, we're going to do Mexican wines to go with Mexican food. Makes sense to me. We have two beautiful Mexican wines. They're both blends. One of them is a blend of Sauvignon Blanc with Chenin Blanc, which is kind of an unusual blend for us in America, but it's very common in Mexico. You know, the Guadalupe Valley, which is right outside of Ensenada in Mexico, that would be Baja California, is where these grapes were grown and the wines were made. And then we also have a third wine that we always do on the show is Bridalwood. And Bridalwood is from the Central Coast in California. And I have to tell you, their Cabernet Sauvignon will knock your socks off, especially when you pair it with a little bit of Mexican food. So don't go anywhere. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, Wines du Jour is what you're looking at. Thanks for joining us at Wines du Jour. We're broadcasting tonight from Cantina Laredo, the restaurant in the Tivoli Village in Las Vegas, Nevada, where you should be. And you're listening to America's #1 wine radio, syndicated radio and television show here in America. We love this place. And so we've got tonight about 35 hungry, thirsty people that are interested in what we're going to do here at a Mexican restaurant with some Mexican wines. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Chef Damon here at the Cantina Laredo has put together some food that I think is going to pair very, very well with it. And the two of the three wines are from Mexico, Baja California more specifically, from the Guadalupe Valley. The Guadalupe Valley has, as I mentioned to our audience before we went on the air, 82 wineries in the Guadalupe Valley in Baja California. 100% of them aren't the outstanding wineries, but there's an awful lot of very good wineries. And the Mexican people have done something a little bit different. They don't just follow the French or the American as far as the varietals and what they blend together. And you'll see tonight what I'm talking about, because our first wine is a blend of two white wines, and the varietals are not necessarily something that you would think you'd put together. But you're going to find out, hey, this tastes pretty good like that. We'll talk about it a little bit later. So each broadcast, we remember one important thing, and that is, wine is food. A meal is a meal, but with a glass of wine, it's a celebration. From casual gatherings to formal affairs, wine celebrates any amount. So don't go anywhere. And I'm sure you know that about everybody loves a glass or two of wine. And I promise that here on Wines du Jour, the language that we use is going to be a good one. We don't allow intimidation or anything like that, including snobbery, in the room during the show. Wines du Jour radio and television is distributed in all 50 states around the world via radio, CRN Digital Talk Radio Network, High Definition VAsianTV, Satellite Audio, Global American Broadcast Network, and on 6 internet systems all around the globe. And it's available on podcast and free on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Stryker Radio, and live on radio. Live on radio. Okay. That's Wines du Jour, and I'm your host, Les Kincaid. So don't touch that radio dial or that TV remote. We'll be back with fun, information, and great taste right here on Wines du Jour at this beautiful, I mean beautiful, Cantina Laredo restaurant. But before we go, I want to mention a couple things for you. Number one, we just got back from a trip to Italy. I have to tell you, folks, the Italians know how to eat and drink, you know? In fact, that's probably two of the most important things they do on a daily basis is drink and eat. And the good part is most of what they drink is wine. And of course, the medical profession, as I'm sure you'll remember, I say this every once in a while, has told us that 1 or 2 glasses of wine every day is a very healthy thing to do. In fact, they've done studies for over 15 years where they compared people that have 1 or 2 glasses of wine every day as opposed to those that have no alcoholic beverage whatsoever. And at the end of the 15 years, the people that had 1 or 2 glasses a day were far healthier than those that did not drink at all. I know that sounds a little bit rude, and I don't mean it to be that way, but I'm saying that 1 or 2 glasses is a healthy thing. We're talking about wine. Wine is food. So, we're having a great time here. We're going to have the manager of the restaurant come in with us in a little while. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back coast to coast and around the world on the internet when we return right here at Laredo Cantina in Las Vegas.
Switch to DirecTV today and get a free upgrade to the all-new Genie, our most advanced HD DVR ever. Genie serves your entire home with just 1 receiver, allows you to record any 5 shows at once, and gives you up to 3 times more HD recording capacity than cable. Order now and lock in your savings for 2 years. Other packages start at just $29.99 a month. So get all your TV wishes granted. Switch to DirecTV and get your free upgrade to Genie today.